Baloo.
Wait, is it actually the last day to pick them? It says one day. It goes into hours, right? So I have tomorrow as well. Just pick it now. Well, I still have to get them the bond up today, right? Or else I don't get to keep them. Isn't that how it goes? Where do you see the mission? All right, let me read the news article really quickly. Also, how's it going? How's it going? Flame Bear, Alec, Weebless, Gil, Seth, Bear, Seth, Bear, Seth, Bear, Seth. Okay, so you can officially add them until 9:30. Fuck, I don't even know who's on the ticket. My god. Alright, I guess we're taking a small detour. Dude, some of my buddies are going to see the movie. I'm like, damn. I should have caught up. But I've been playing RuneScape instead. Better use of my time. Bro, I know I'm using an ad blocker. Fuck off, Wiki. I don't care about your shit. I mean, that's like technically caught up, right? Holy fuck, these are all the choices. Got some mangoes. I'm more of a orange guy. So where'd you say you went? You went to Material Servant. Okay, so my unowns are Media Lily, Summer Nito, Summer Helena, Yagao, Carmilla, with the dinosaur chick. I'm not picking the dinosaur chick. Dicoctin. Where the fuck is 6.5? Are they not limited? Is that why it's not showing up here? Where the fuck's the duo? The Spanish servants. Are they just not here? Am I blind? I don't see them. Oh, it's by class. I'm missing Don Quixote. I'm missing this dude. And then some rider dude. Is this guy cool? Dude, fuck off! Where's Gil to tell me you're never gonna use any of them anyway, so just pick someone that you like? Okay, so I only have NP1 of Hephaestion. I only have NP1 of a Reese. I only have NP4 of Cream. And I don't really plan on using anyone else, so like... Yeah, but you pick someone cool for your new people. Like, Media Lily would be okay, I guess. I could do Nito Summer. I don't really want Summer Helena. Do I want Dicoctin? Or Summer Nito? I get Carmilla. Doesn't Carmilla do something cool? Bro, there's no way they hit me with the allow ads button. I accidentally clicked it. I don't know, chat. Who should I pick between maybe these three? Oh no, Summer Nito. Get a real ad blocker. I don't use Opera for anything other than stream, so. Make a poll? No, just type who you think. There's like 2 people in chat. Where's Summer Nito? What class? She's an assassin. Yeah, which of these should I pick? And I'm never gonna use Dicoctin, Summer, Suzuka. I already have all the Suzukas, bro. I'm leaning Nito Assassin or Carmilla probably. Who would I rather have? Yeah, but I have all the death chance people. Like, her death chance isn't that high. Whatever. I was leaning towards Nito anyway, so I'll just pick Nito. I'm not gonna use any of the other people I don't have already. Thank you for reminding me to do this. Now remind me to actually level them. Wait. What MP level is my Salter? Is my Salter NP 5? Chat, my Salter's NP4. When was the last time you used Salter? Never. That's because she's MP4. If she was MP5, I'd use her all the time, you know? Who does Nito go on raid up with? Wait, I could roll Nito Chris right now. I haven't been doing my daily single. Fuck. Nito's with Ptolemaeus. That's hilarious. Alright, chat, what do we think? Do I go for the NP5 Salter? Or do I go for the new servant? Gil says Salter. Any other voters? We got one for new. Alright, Bear, break the tie. What do you mean, bro? Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. We got another vote for Salter. Oh, I feel bad not picking someone new, though. Fair, that wasn't an option. Bro, fuck it. I'm not gonna have all the servants anyway. I'm just gonna pick Salter. Let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. Wait. Wait. I can't believe Gil didn't say it. Gil didn't remember. Oh my god. Wait, can I even pick her? Oh, maybe I can't pick her. Oh, I can't pick her. I can't pick Summer Bao. Because she's only NP4. Wait, my present box is at 400. Oh, fuck. Where'd all these fucking lanterns come from? What? I probably just burned some foes. Oh, well. You almost picked another bout? Okay, you're insane, bro. Bro, why do they give you this fruit into your gift box? They can't just put the fruit into your fucking inventory? Alright, I cleared out like a shit ton. Wow, there's 109 possible choices. Alright. Wow, I unlocked all the missions instantly because of it. Lamau. Alright, somebody remind me after stream to post the Salter upgrade. Great, now I don't even have to do the missions because I picked a servant I had. Huge. That was the real play, so I don't have to play this shitty game anymore. Alright, we're done with that. Alright, chapter 15. Actually, not yet. We have to do base. I didn't do my base since last stream, so oops. I mean, we could do what we did yesterday. I can take a shower and then see if I'm free. Monster single? Bro, the banner's gonna be gone when I'm done with this story. My god, I forgot to log in today to do her fucking... God damn it. I totally forgot. Bro, I don't pre-craft anything in this game. What do you mean? I don't know that I love Enos looking like this. You guys feel me? Donate you some mats? No. You gotta not level people. That's how you get mats. It's my hidden tech. Wow, actually nothing cringe. I need to do a day where I just spend down all my certs. Oh no, I missed a specialist. Fuck. GG. More time fighting Ghoul. What are you fighting Ghoul for? And that's crazy. Alright guys, you want to see something? For Seth reminding me, I will reward you. Good things come to good people. Skip tactic! Ah. We tried. Can't end on a gold bag. That's exactly the kind you can end on. Bro, all I'm saying is Gil got the points if he wants to see us do more, so you know. If there's ever a time for Gil to be tempted. Gil, we need a hero. Not worth the points. True, the Grisaya streams. Alright. It's time to read. Seb, it's time for you to go start a RuneScape account. Any truers? You have an advance? Bro, 50k is too much for an advance. It needed like 3k. There will be no interest, but a 100% inflation on, what about 48k? No. Bear, how many points do you have? Are you down to like 20k or something? I was gonna say, if you and Seth had enough combined, but only you don't have 150k, that's a lie. This bro is like an actual rage baiter, bro. You know what's so funny? Before we send Seth off, so I was talking to my dad about our Italy trip, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the one day we have to get up at like 5:30," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, you mean like 5:30 at night, right? Ha ha ha." Oh no. I said, "Man, I'd hate to wake up that early." And then he was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be a really rough day." And I was like, "Wait, I was kidding. I was trying to bait you. You mean we actually have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning?" He was like, no, we get up at 5:30. No, it starts at 5:30 p.m. And I was like, you fucking... I tried to rage bait him, and he rage baited me back. I was like, bro, even my own father... Dude, even my own father fucking rage baits me, bro. It's hard out here. Alright, good night, Seth. Oh my god. Is he gone? I assume he's gone. Alright, so last time we had Teresa's die. Rhodes Island is getting extracted. That one chick's in heaven, and then the robot mentioned that the go-between between like the basically purgatory, I guess is what you could call it, is basically Rhodes Island, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, let's continue from, I guess, ER 26. I don't know what they're gonna teach us, but there's a Originum on them now? Oh, great. Jessica's trying her best. The fuck is this? What is happening? Bro, it's deploying enemies. What is happening? Oh, we can deploy people to stop it. That's crazy. Having the hand on screen is so creepy. Wait, what is this? Guys, I really don't like... Dude, it does feel like the hand from Smash, you're right. That thing was also giga creepy. So I activated it first, so I got it. I really don't like this. Origin of conflict. Wait. I'm only completing these with 1 star. To 3-star it, you have to... Whoa, that's crazy. Wait, what? Oh, these are the strategic ones, I assume. Okay. Really interesting. Wait, you unlock hell stages as you... Oh, you unlock the hell stages by doing them, okay. That's crazy, I didn't even realize that. Alright, chat, here we go. 15.5. Origin of conflict. I would like for some harder notes so we can actually use some of the new operators. Bro, I'm trying to take a sip of water. Time. You asked me why the first language I shared with you after our thoughts resonated was death. I really don't know either. Aboard this strange colossal vessel called Rhodes Island, the Cottis can barely feel the passage of time. It makes her uneasy. Ever since the day she became infected, time has meant everything to her. Time will bring her death and perhaps liberation. However, the beings who dwell in this strange place, yet deny they are gods, seem utterly indifferent to it. Maybe it's because I've never been afraid of dying. Death is nothing more than a passage to a new environment. We speaking in Billytonian? Pessimist. That's how they would describe you in your own language. Yes. Pessimist? I don't think so. The cult just blurts it out and regrets it, just a little. She had agreed with many of the clergy's arguments back during those debates, but now that she's here, does she still need to think in those terms? Does she really care about everything she experienced before the collapse? After all, even time has forsaken her now. I once worked in a mine that seemed to be endless. To maintain efficiency, the overseer would kill or drive off any bothersome originum slugs. Originum slugs? A mine? Yes, those originum slugs are even weaker than me. Come on, don't do them like that. And the mines were once my home. But the overseer didn't expect that the kindest worker in the mine was secretly feeding and caring for the originum slugs that they were trying to drive away, which only drew more of them into the mine. Eventually, the slugs disrupted the mine's foundation, leading to a collapse. But you survived. The slugs' secretions fed me. In such a harsh environment, many of them lived short lives, yet new ones kept being born. They gave me strength. Miners, originum slugs, and yourself, but your story ignores the death of Terra, Gerda. The death of Terra? You do not treasure your Terra. That's not true at all. In our language, Terra bless us is a phrase that invokes something almost divine. You still have a very limited definition of life. I don't understand. You've shown me so many individuals, each starkly distinct from the next. You all feel love and hate just as we do, and yet are still vastly different from each other. Salvaging death from the grave. You all live united by a purpose that I can't understand. But why have I come here? The Countess ponders this question, but her intuition tells her the answer lies with the person who just extended a hand to her. She looks out the porthole at the top of the cabin into the cold, silent, endless expanse of space. The light from the distant giant sphere once again passes over the dead planet, piercing the Countess's eyes. However, despite her blurry vision, she spots a small silhouette within the light. There is someone out there in deep space? Is that the one I'm looking for? Someone out in the depths of space seems to hear the cultist's voice. A shadow within... Oh, a shadow within the light stirs ever so slightly. Another unknown language. You're looking for me. One circle, two circles, little dots are spinning in the darkness. They're accelerating, coming closer and closer. They rip a hole in the darkness, and a bright, blazing beam of light shines through. I extend my arms and embrace them. Core body temperature is elevated. Nerve blocker has already been administered. Body temperature rising rapidly. Prepare to administer muscle relaxant and replenish blood volume. Repeat the medications again, and let's start the operation. Dr. Warfarin? Did I doze off again? Maybe I'm really just exhausted. Don't try and speak now. Your throat is badly injured. You feel like you went to sleep? Yes, and I had a long dream. You didn't feel any other discomfort? No. Did something happen just now, Dr. Warfarin? Nothing major. Did you dream about anything special? Anything special? That's hard to say. In my dreams, there were balls of mud spinning around each other on a black velvet. They are now big, now small. One moment they were smaller than children's marbles, the next larger than the whole of Victoria. Someone picked them up and flung them back out. They started smashing into each other and bursting like fireworks, but the whole time I didn't hear a sound. Anything else? I also saw threads stretching from one ball of mud to another, each one made of light, and on every thread there were people running outward, racing along the light. I followed them. I ran to a white patch of earth. It was completely empty, save for a single stone tablet standing there. Oh my god, it's the Uchiha tablet. Stone tablet? What was written on it? Nothing, Dr. Warfarin, and that's when I woke up. What a strange dream, but then again, you remember it quite clearly, which means your brain's memory module is still functioning properly. The more clearly you remember your dream, the closer you were to waking up when you dreamed it. As I see it, the fact that you were able to remember your dream is a very good thing. Say, I haven't seen Dr. Touch today. Touch is a girl? What the fuck? She has other matters to attend to. She told me to give this to you. Look. Huh. The spring, the gears, the hands. All the parts that make up a clock. She said it would help relieve your stress. Dr. Warfarin, is Rhodes Island in some kind of trouble again? Little one, you've come to the wrong place. Unsurprisingly, BP got lost. BP hides in fear. It seems... Boiler worker? It seems like Closure failed to examine your program modules. Little one, this item here should definitely not be on your maintenance list. The Goliath lifts it gently and examines it curiously in his hand. BP is angry. What a huge change. It was empty when Her Highness left. Now there are so many interesting people and things here, right? Ascalon? Tell them not to worry. I'll take care of the mobility layer. Okay. Ascalon, you seem in poorer spirits than you were when you returned from Victoria. What about all the people working under you? They've been dispatched to create the isolation zone outside the ship. I'm remaining on this ship, and that's sufficient. Rhodes Island does indeed need a blade that moves through the darkness, but that doesn't mean that you need to consciously remain silent. Come chat with me when you have time. I have liquor here. My man. Besides, I want you to tell me about Teresa's. I witnessed the beginning of that heroic epic, and you witnessed its end. What we saw was very different. Okay. I will convey your thoughts to the Doctor and Amia when they have time. The Goliath places BP in front of the exit passage. Stop wandering around. The mobility layer is dangerous. Don't underestimate that high concentrations of Originum can do, or what those can do to someone like you. I'll keep my eye on the work here, and that'll be enough. BP runs away in a panic. Dame Calcit, what could have gotten you this tense? Dude, I still forget if it's Dame or Dame. Characters are confidential escort. Bro. PRTS operation record confidential. Escort catastrophe warning system and medical center core components. Executor confidential. Mechanist. Confidential. Mechanist logos Radian. Contact records erased. Situation abnormal. Enemy weapons. Technology exceeds mission's parameters. Risk of exposure present. Possible enemy signal detection capability. Shutting down drone transmission temporarily. Logos, I'm counting on you for the drone's live feed. I'm ready. Circuits. Etched into originum through spoken words. Drawn by hand to reveal what the swarm perceives. Logos' bone pen hovers in the air, automatically transcribing the images recorded by the drone. 12 flexible vehicles buried in the sand, 31 armed militants. The 5 snipers' nests have already been marked. There seems to be a signal isolation device in the tent, which the scanner cannot penetrate. All are carrying unidentified weapons, threat level unknown. Further on-site confirmation required. Radian, you're up next. I'm starting the drone recall procedure. In position. Wait a second, can you see me? The bone pen taps lightly, its strokes weaving together the rough outline of a human form. Radian gives a tentative wave to the 2 people watching the feed, and even in floating text, her smile comes through clearly. We are standing by, ready to assist you. It's no problem. In 90 seconds, your drone and I will leave together. On screen, Radian walks into the signal blocking tent as if no one else is there, and the transmission cuts out. Zzz. Logos? We're ready to launch a full assault at any time. The incantations have already drifted on the wind to the edge of the camp. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. Bzz. Done. All intel has been transcribed. I'll be back in a sec. It didn't create even a single stir. I overwrote the visual signals received by each target's brain. Chances are all they saw was a mischievous little sand beast slipping into the tent to escape the wind and sand. What are they doing? Mechanist, how goes it? Did you discover anything while parsing the intel reports? All weapons had their origins erased and have been modified to suit their operators, but I'm familiar with how to operate it. Doctor discussed its rather rare design with me just recently. They are from Ager. Ager? But the people who are going to interface with us, aren't they also? Regardless, the threat has been cleared. We must not yield to such a threat and allow it to interfere with our equipment transfer, nor can we create any disruption that could alert the personnel involved. The matter is of great importance and needs to be resolved quietly. Ensure the ship transfer and oh my god. Ensure the transfer and installation of mining modules. Oh, okay. So this is the level of confidentiality. Ensure the transfer and installation of mining modules. Misery, Storm Eye, Sharp. Records erased. Interesting. Like, why does it not let you click out of it there? There is no way they're wearing special protective equipment to ward off our physical attacks. This was arranged in advance. They even knew our personnel layout. Orchid, stay back. They're clearly after our mining module. Figures, I knew I'd end up working overtime again. When has Orchid ever appeared in story ever? Spot, support Midnight and Catapult. Wow, words I never thought I'd say in a chapter. Popcar, have you called for reinforcements? Yeah, I called already. Orchid, be careful. Futile. As for the others, there is no one else. Where is that sound coming from? You really have prepared well. Unfortunately, you're not quite strong enough to handle arts. No, that's not right. It shouldn't be you. Shh. Even your heart has gone silent. I'll deal with the injured. That said, Midnight is getting too worked up again. Work it. I'll have to trouble you to deal with him. Leave him to me. The doctor guessed correctly. Someone leaked the details of our operations. Wrap this up quickly. Tow the backup mining ship to the nearest nomadic city and get the energy bay patched up. Then return to the ship at once to avoid any mishaps. Pith, why are you our backup? PRTS told me it would be misery. You followed a hunch? A last-minute change in plans right before a departure? I'm just worried that... I believe in you. Misery, Storm Eye, Sharp, and such have other plans. Do we need to inform the rest of our colleagues via PRTS? No, that's not necessary. If anything goes wrong, resolve the issue as quickly as possible and then return to defend the ship. Wait, what do you mean, Bear? Did they announce something? Escort logistics and engineering department members to Kazdel. Touch Pith Mantra. Contact Hodor and Enos. How many waves of mercenaries have attacked us already today? This is the 7th wave now. They may not be too threatening, but it's really strange how many of them have been attacking us every day this past week. We've only just crossed Kazdel's border. These guys do not fear death. They remind me of the mercs we met in Sargon. Faithless. Misery, what's taking you so long? We planned for you to be back by now. You should know that this place is still quite some distance from the Scar Market. Even if I knew every shortcut around here, it would still take me some time. What has the investigation revealed so far? For the past 2 weeks, someone's been routing the majority of Scar's Market's orders here through a network of outsourcers. There's no way to trace the client. They've covered their tracks well. In other words, it was just bad luck that we ran into these mercs. They're not actively coming to attack us? I'm afraid so. It seems that not all of the worries Doctor had before we departed were unfounded. Everyone, there's news from the sentries. Another group of mercs is shifting towards our position. There's a high chance we'll be engaging them again soon. Ugh. Misery, something's not right here. These unending waves of mercs don't seem to be trying to harm us. Instead, it's like they're trying to delay us. We can stay here and continue escorting the team. You can all return to the ship now. Don't worry, Fang. Some folks are going to find it harder than they thought to put their schemes into motion. The air is fluctuating. Is that wind? No, is that the life bone? High above the sky, a massive skeleton has emerged, stirring the dust of history and casting a vast shadow below. For many at Rhodes Island, it is their first time seeing the massive skeleton that once appeared during the chaos in Victoria. What a sight. While investigating the Scars Market, I took a trip to Kazdel to meet a few old friends. Let's leave the rest to them. We should go home. Hey, big cat out there. I've already silenced all communications in visible range. Engaging now. That was totally an ocarina. Their weapons counter my gear, but they offer little resistance against your bone whistle and incantations. Far from it. They just don't quite understand the rules of my speech yet. I'm curious about the thought process the Aegers followed in developing such precise weaponry. Then I'll grab a few pieces to take back and dismantle. I'll help you study them. Come on, you two. We are carrying out a mission here. There are at least 3 squads waiting in ambush up ahead. We can't take them all on. I'm afraid we can't handle this cleanly and quietly anymore. We'll need to tell our people to brace for the assault. Hey! The reinforcements the doctor called are here. Radiant, Mechanist, mark the location for us. The bad guy will be there soon. Blaze? Check your communication devices. I synchronize our location with you. Acknowledged. Wait a moment, Rosmontis. Didn't we agree I'd rush in first and draw their fire away from you? I'll control the arts. Finished? I checked the signals in the surrounding area. They've all been cleared out. Who can tell me what this thing really is? Broken little handy. Well, that could mean a lot of things. When it tried to self-destruct, I had to use all of my strength just to stop it. Wait, why is she not... Wait, was Blaze Altar a summer event? Why is she not in her altar form? What event was that? I don't remember. Shouldn't she be an altar? The people interfacing with us are also Aegers. Why are they attacking our people and equipment? Let Dr. Calsa and the doctor determine that. Ensure that we return to the ship as soon as our personnel and equipment are safely transferred to Clementia. It was you event. Let's see. We need to deal with these issues as soon as possible. There are still other unknown leakers out there. This is just the beginning, I'm afraid. Oh, she's so fucking hot, man. That's strange. Why is PRTS responding even slower now? Or is it just my imagination? This isn't right. No, let me check it again. PRTS. Output all back-end logs from the past 2 weeks. No problems here, and no problems here either. No problems anywhere? And then we fight? Okay. So the box is over here. Oh, I see. So it deploys those on, like, deployable tiles. Where's that guy going? Well. Wait, her attack range isn't just in front of her? Her attack range is up here too? Wait, that's crazy. What the fuck? Her range is insane. Oh, you have to redeploy this, fuck. Dude, seeing Monster hit something right here freaks me out. I don't know that I like this ring more than his, like, normal ring. It's okay. Also, it's really weird that we keep having these nodes that, like, aren't... They're only one-sided battles. There's no, like, before or after. Did you do normal or adverse? Oh, is I on normal? Minus 21. 21.
各小隊、再度アンチオリジニウムデバイスの運転状況を確認しろ。誰かが気づく前に、あなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる。お安いご用よ。携帯を変更中。キャンディーを水で形に沿うように。あまり魔境を隠せない。ハロー。我が弦を発する。影すら捉えさせない。
Bro, she's not the first chain healer, right? It looks so weird seeing someone like heal around like that. It's so cool. Why are these nodes so easy though? Like Ines is almost just like soloing this. Oh, Paprika was the first one? Okay. I don't like this effect. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. I just don't know that I like it more than what it normally is. I want to get a good node that I can use Monster on, though. Like, all the nodes have not been very good, setup for her. Interesting. Okay, now I'm on adverse. Whoops. Etch bone deep. Well, we're gonna zoom through this if like every node is just one thing. I will say though, the one awkward thing about Monster is that she... Oh, I gotta sneeze. She's not like a great... Like, at least when you have Cal sit down, Monster like... is a blocker. Like, I wish this thing had block 1. You know what I mean? Yeah. The zero block thing is like kind of annoying. Get fucked. I like the little animation it does. Like, I feel like you have to play her as like a damage dealer only. Like, she's like a burst DPS thing. I don't know why she's so considered so good, honestly. Like, maybe she does a shit ton of damage, but the kit's a little awkward to use. Doctor, Mantra and the others have already returned to the ship. Your guess was correct. Someone is targeting our mission. The instrument is from Ager? Dr. Kalsic, can we discover anything from its remaining parts? No, the Ager Academy of Technology put a great deal of care into this delicate piece of equipment. Given their pride, I'll bet they made sure no one could ever crack their little handy. Don't call it a handy, bro. She just stops healing. Wait, does she not heal? Oh, you mean like when you use S3, she's not healing anymore? Yeah, because the awkward thing is you're using her as a, like... She's like a fast redeploy, if that makes sense. That's less... It's like tied down to an area. That kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, that's how I think I would consider her. She's like a fast redeploy. But the appearance of the little handy itself is enough to explain many problems. Doctor, do you remember the Joint Marine Corps? The reason you met with the Ager Council is to facilitate cooperation. Dude, how much of this Ager stuff's gonna come up? Both the Iberian and Rimbilitonian authorities have responded to our call. The problem is that once cooperation begins, subsequent developments could spiral beyond what we've anticipated. In recent weeks, the Ager fleet... Yeah, nice. How's it going, Howling? In recent weeks, the Ager fleet has not only constructed ports in Iberia, but also established landing sites along the southern coast of Rimbilliton. The Agers from the deep sea made no immediate move to land. Instead, they quickly carried out a number of operations, including hydrographic surveying under the banner of technical cooperation. They also quickly assembled a land patrol through a mix of hired personnel and official partnerships, relying on more neutral intermediaries to facilitate cooperation with land-based forces. So you're saying the attackers are the land patrol? We're still only speculating, but right now the land patrol is the only one that fits all the evidence we've collected. Dr. Cal said some consoles don't back Clementia. I don't know what Clementia is. Yes, but that doesn't prove that Ager is behind all of this. No, I am more inclined to believe that someone took advantage of the internal conflicts within Ager. The land patrol near the Iberian border, the mining ship being handed off in Rimbilliton, the mercs on the Kazdelian frontier. The breadth of their deployments and the depth of their knowledge about Rhodes Island's classified missions, that's more than enough to prove that Ager isn't behind this. She has a pretty big wiki article. She's the Ager Academy of Technologies, probably the head of it or something. Yeah, she's in a bunch of open event stuff. However, there is no possibility of a rebellion within Rhodes Island. I don't believe that will happen either. Doctor, do you think there's anyone else in Rhodes Island who could do that besides us? No. That's right, no one else could do that. Dr. Cal said the threats that Rhodes Island faces now are unpredictable. Dr. Warfarin also warned us several times the special patient she is caring for, their conditions are deteriorating faster than she can control. Whether to save our patients or to respond to potential crises, we need more aggressive responses. I reviewed the records. Teresa left in the Black Crown, but she also made major breakthroughs through her work on Civilite Eterna. I can visit Civilite Eterna to look for potential help, just like Teresa did. We must carefully assess the risks involved, Amiya. Amiya, are you sure you're ready? I cannot give you a definitive answer, Doctor, but I will never stop trying. Any advantage I can gain may help Rhodes Island progress further. I want to try. I'll go with Amiya. Doctor, I cannot agree to such a risky plan. Can Civilite Eternal link to my thoughts? Doctor, that's too dangerous. No one has ever done something like this before. I agree with Dr. Calcit that you shouldn't take the risk. Dr. Calcit recalls the experience of her dear friend, which is not something she's happy to recall. Yes, Civilite Eterna can do that. She did it before. Teresa. Doctor, your mind is incredibly complex, but you're not the only one at risk here. Amiya could be exposed to completely unforeseen shocks as well. I will not agree to this preposterous proposal. Dr. Calcit. Amiya, this is my opinion. I cannot interfere with yours and the doctor's final decision on this matter. I hope you understand my stance. We don't have to force it in one, we can give it a few tries. But Dr. Calcit, when it's all over, we can apologize to her together. I trust you, Doctor. I'll leave the decision of when to stop entirely up to you. Let's start after I finish arranging the defenses. Why is it not? Are you worried about me? I'm not mad at all. Once again, we've arrived at a critical turning point, and last time, Babel met the fate I dreaded most. It turns out that I can't make sure everything is running on its ideal track, monster. Our own limitations have begun to affect our usefulness in more important endeavors. We may be able to witness the changes of the stars and the untamed cosmos. But when faced with the real crisis, we're no different from any other creatures on this great land. Thank you for comforting me. I can sense your good intentions. Yes, I suppose Ami and the doctor have already begun preparing to delve deeper into Civilite Eterna. I will not interfere with Amiya's decision. She's mature enough to make the most correct judgment. The doctor isn't quite the same anymore either. Maybe I still have a glimmer of hope in my heart. Maybe this time the outcome will be different. It is true that my own sanity is constantly warning me. Touching the doctor's mind again with the help of Civilite Eterna is not a sound decision, but Amiya is right. We don't have much choice. Monster, I will protect the doctor and Amiya. At this moment, Monster can sense even Calcit's slightest emotion. Ever since Calcit's latest awakening, Monster has been at her side. Monster is her companion, the symbiote she personally guides, and more importantly, herself. Damn. It's like so detailed too. This is crazy CG. You're wrong. I do not feel hopeless, Monster. I'm delighted that the ancients overthrew the rule of the elders, and I am delighted that the ancients overthrew the rule of the elders, and I am also pleased that Lugalzargus set the starting point for a new civilization. Oh, nope. I have made mistakes out of arrogance, but I have also regained my confidence by making dear friends. Maybe yours and my basic structures will always be alien to this land, but that doesn't mean we'll always walk alone. I've found my home in Rhodes Island on this great land. I fulfilled her expectations, monster. I've learned to love. I've found myself. I must protect Amia and the doctor. I must protect the true variable here, the future I cannot even glimpse. I've communicated with Civilite Eterna before, yet I haven't been able to break through my own limitations. But Amia can. Of that, Teresa and I are certain. I'm sure she can pluck significance from the massive trove of data. With Teresa's blessing, she can do it. Man, I'm so confused why they have so much faith in Amia doing this. It's so interesting. She is still Amia after all. I have seen her grow into a leader with my own eyes. Following in footsteps, she might find some words that one left behind. In the past, when Originum had not yet taken shape, there was an era when luminaries competed to argue with the epoch itself. Their wonderful ideas, born of a desire to celebrate and save lives, still persist. All is not yet lost, monster. Terra has a chance, no matter how faint, to keep that hope alive. Me? No, monster. I'm better at memories, remembering the history I witnessed and have seen erased by time. I am not special at all. Kalsic calmly inscribes the important info into Monster's spine. If the outcome I fear most does come to pass, if the one I least want to see stands in front of us once more, protect the doctor, protect Amia. I will engrave this directive into your basic behavioral strategy matrix. Agitated howling. Damn. Did Monster see a femboy or what? Come, Monster. We still have work to do. If the threat does come, I must ensure that Rhodes Island is Terra's first outpost against the crisis. I will be your final safeguard. You know, if that's not a death flag, I really don't know what is. Crazy stuff, yeah. Moment of truth. I've never tried to use the Black Crown to access your thoughts before, Doctor. Oh, no. Don't worry, Amia. I've opened up my heart and mind for you. Thank you. She looks to her side at the beam of bright, warm light gently tugging at her hand. She shuts her eyes and slowly lets out a sigh of relief. We are in this together, Amia. I don't know where this journey of ours will lead us, Doctor, but I'll protect you. I'll protect you too, Amia. Under the watchful eye of Civilite Eterna, she gives your brow a light touch. Your memories and emotions flow towards me. It's strange. They billow so gently as they flow, and the memory's edge is close at hand. What did Teresa see back then? Amiya sees you and Calcit and herself and the many people aboard Rhodes Island. As she walks deeper, the boundary of that one memory comes within reach. Curiosity and concern nearly cause her to forget her mission. She wants to reach out to touch it. Touch upon the start of your memories, Chernobog, the sarcophagus, and you weakly stretching out your hand. Doctor, take my hand. It looks like there is other memories too. Why are they so blurred? Yeah. Uh-oh. Who was Amiya? You grab a hold of Amiya. Were you lost? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever dived so deep into someone else's mind. It's a very odd feeling. Good thing you pulled it off. Thankfully, yes. Now I can sense even the faintest of your thoughts. I can sense yours too. Aha, you sure are relaxed right now. I've got nothing to worry about with you around. So what should we do next? Hold my hand tight, Doctor. I'll protect you on the road ahead. Teresa taught me everything about the role of king that day. She awaits us at the start of that path. Oh, not this music. I get what you're saying, but I cannot provide what you're asking for, as your request violates the underlying logic of DWDB-221E. But I do have a way to circumvent its limits, Calcit. Deep dive. Unfortunately, not even Teresa was able to penetrate this deeply. The risk was far beyond what she could bear. You're not here for answers, then why are you so insistent I access this data that is useless to you? I have no way of knowing if there will come a day that Amiya asks you the same question, but I hope that in the darkness she will find the way I lit for her. That was Calcit's answer to me, Amiya. Could I ask you to look through all of Dr. Calcit's access records for us? I would be happy to. Her every doubt, her every insistence, each and every time she left in disappointment, I will show it all to you unreserved. You've dove into the Civilite Eterna before, Amiya, but this time what you seek lies far beyond your limits. It is a place where life on Terra cannot tread for the time being, but perhaps you will find the chance to touch upon this knowledge that is not yours. Because you have someone who walks alongside you, Dr. Seth. Of me? You will quickly understand what I mean, Doctor. Follow me, Amiya. Follow me to... Civilization's singularity. Oh, fuck, bros. Shit's getting weird now. A great hallway of pure white circles around a central point that defies comprehension. The singularity. An unending stream of complex information flows from it, but the strands you manage to snatch hold of are still within your understanding. Amiya cannot see the way you entered, but after an interminably That's how you spell that? Okay. I thought it was like intermittently. I guess that's like, I don't know. But after an interminably long time walking down the corridor, she finds herself back where she started. You noticed, Amia. The stagnation of civilization does not mean it stands still. It continues onwards on time's linear flow, unable to turn back. But all that life discovers and creates is doomed to fall into an inextricable cycle. Mathematics, physics, philosophy, theology, these theories and practicalities, among others, cannot inspire hope as they once did. The ascending spiral has failed. Life squanders its future as it stumbles blindly in the dark. So, this is as far as we can go? Only as defined by Terra's current knowledge. It serves as a limit, yes, but it is also a safeguard. A safeguard? Some kind of cognitive barrier. Cognitive? Like how we can't make sand beasts calculate wave dynamics, even if we gave them all the data and formulae. All forcing it will do is hurt their brains. As keen an intuition as ever, Doctor, but not entirely correct. DWDB-221E enlightens life at a steady pace to bring it forward. It does not simply reveal fragments of the future to the seeker to create evolutionary leaps that violate the laws of natures and ethics. Knowledge cannot be unlearned, Amia. The dreamers who glimpse the true sky are no longer The dreamers who glimpse the true sky are no longer happy to slumber in ignorance on the ground. Information beyond civilization's cognitive limits will simply blind them to reality, a deadly poison, luring them into annihilation's embrace, throwing their civilization into the abyss. And so this boundary was born. But why does it look so much like a prison made from some giant data server? It appears in a form your mind can comprehend, like how DWDB-221E appears as a black crown in the material world when accompanying you. I'm so dumb. That's fucking... This is... Oh, I forgot. We knew this already, right? This is the black crown. I'm pretty sure it was in Civilite Eterna's record, right? For her module? Or her operator record? It was in someone's module operator record, right? Now that I think about it. It enlightens life at a steady pace to bring it forward. It does not simply reveal fragments. Interesting. To a minuscule ant, it is an Ouroboros river, forever unable to flow to the sea. Yo, Bear, that's the car that you pulled, Ouroboros. Ouroboroid. But to a celestial body whose lifespan stretched to the trillions, is a gravitational field that will stay with them their entire life. Unfathomable, inescapable. You walk towards a section but one step away from the void. The distant singularity at the core calls to you. Information washes past you like gentle waves, showing you glimpses of many fascinating sights. They are fleeting shadows of your past, a life you have lost and forgotten. Stray visions of an unfamiliar era. Be careful, Doctor. Amia tugs on your hand. We don't know what will happen if you fall off this boundary. Are these what you saw? Our minds are as one. What I see, you see. The Originum slug egg went through the bridge between stars. So all those stories really did happen. The Originum slug egg. When I was really, really young, I met someone who was incredibly caring. That care was matched with great weakness, but also a stubborn insistence in carrying me across a road laden with Originum shards. When I was dizzy with fever yet too scared of nightmares to sleep, a patient voice regaled me with stories I had never heard before. In a dark and cramped cave, difficult to find ore samples were smashed without the slightest hesitation, and the shining stones were scattered across the walls and used to tell me tales of the stars and the heavenly paradise above the clouds. Would you like to hear one of those stories, Doctor? Yeah, I'd be happy to. There was once someone who drove a mysterious vehicle shaped like an Originum slug egg on their lonesome, who went through the bridge between the stars. On the most quiet of nights, guides would borrow glowing clouds from old stars and make round mirrors out of them to light the way. On the other side of the bridge, spires faded in and out of the clouds, and the stars wore crowns of flowers. When descending on that crown, you'll see that it's a really, really big playground, one where lovely little children gather to play. But it was hard for the vehicle's driver to stop. The driver changed over to the most miraculous vehicle on hand and drove it for many, many years. But the years came to an end and nobody was left. Nobody but the driver. Do you mean me? Amiya grips your hand tightly. Yes. Thanks to my infection, it's hard for me to remember much from that time, and there's a lot from those stories I don't understand. But I will do everything I can to remember every single one of your stories, because they are my stories, tales you told me. I don't want to forget them. I never thought today would be the day I finally get to share your gift to me with you, Doctor. This time, we witnessed it together, you and I. We got to know this past life of yours once more. Thank you, Amiya. Do you long for this kind of life, Doctor? I don't. You don't? Strange. It was such a beautiful life. One without the pain of eripathy, without conflict or war, where children could live their lives in joy. There's always two sides to life, Amiya. Maybe you're right. The cruelty behind the happiness, the joy behind the suffering. We've experienced it all ourselves. I'll admit, I shared those wondrous stories with Teresa, and she was just as amazed as I was. She always hoped that everyone in Casdell, no, in all the lands, would have the chance to experience such a life. She did her best to see it come true. We can't let things slide back, Doctor. There may come a day that Rhodes Island will be able to see this beauty flourish across the land. So, what next? Deep dive. The intact data stored within DWDB-221E is decoded by the Singularity and exported in a moderated and suitable format as information. However, Ami on her own will not be able to break through the limits of the baseline logic. Am I a special case then? I am not certain, but the possibility is there. But how are we supposed to get close to the information once it's exported? Forgive me, Amiya, but I have no further information on this topic. I will search through the clues Kalsa left behind, and sort anything that may be of use to you, so that it is easier to find. Perhaps we could build a bridge? A bridge? A bridge to knowledge. Has anyone done something like that before? There is no precedent in the records. It's worth a try, either way. Then you must be aware of the risks. The closer you get to the Singularity, the denser the information will become. You may possibly experience it gaining mass. Information with mass? It is possible here, yes. It is also possible that information not yet fully decoded will flood into your mind and destroy it. And a destroyed mind means... yeah. Unknown language. Don't mind me, traveler. I'm simply watching yet another bout of destruction is all. Gerda, that's your name, right? Did you just say my name? I don't know whatever language you're speaking in at all. Also, how do you know? As the cultist passes by the porthole, she sees the figure out in the darkness of space slowly approaching the ship that disappear from her sights. Who is that, Ray Distorter? Bum, 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 bum. Is something wrong? There's not many of us who like her. Sorry, traveler, I simply can't handle being in the same room as her. If my friends saw this, they'd give me the cold shoulder because of it too. When the bewildered cultist snaps out of it, she finds herself the only person in the cabin. Upon foreseeing the arrival of an unwelcome soul, everyone else had made themselves scarce. Guys, I really don't like this. Does anyone else see it? Do these not look like bunny ears to anyone else? Oh no. The cultist sees her. No need to look so amazed. I learned how to communicate using long-distance resonance a while ago. Mysterious elf. At the very least, before destroying that odd race, I kept the unique language patterns they had evolved. Destroying? Ugh. Do you detest destruction as well, our newly come guest? I am not too sure what happened, to be honest. It's nothing too complicated. My people once ate stars to live. Others may hate us for it, but it's simply our survival instinct at work. But now, that past only exists in horror stories passed around the metaphorical campfire. My people are on the brink of extinction. I fear I may be the last of my kind, in fact. We destroy to live, but when true destruction finally bears down upon us, we are powerless in the face of it. From that point onwards, I have become nothing more than a beggar. With the aid of some geniuses, I have changed the method I use to obtain the energy I need to live. It sounds like you've been trying to blend in with other life forms too. So when you were out in space looking at that dead planet, were you reminiscing about the destruction you experienced? Reminiscing? Haha, nothing of the sort. Everyone here has accepted the ruination, chasing us with serenity and hope in their hearts. What's even happening anymore, bro? I give up. I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's cooked, brothers. Oh, no. I tapped out.
誰を餌にするか決まった。あまりまた誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈め。願いをどうか形をなして。
我が弦を発する。
モンスター座標についた。
ここは私が見る。よそに目を光らせろ。
通信に接続した。ドクター指示を。キャンディーを行こう。応酬よ。流れに沿いて行きなさい。
記憶にの後ろで。
すまない。力を入れすぎた。
Oh, I guess Monster can also attack all enemies she blocks, right? That's kind of fucking broken. I should do the Test versus Patriot thing. Monster meet monster. Fuck, I didn't place the thing down again. Oh.
私の名は死神は姿を映している。
作戦を命令で反撃の準備。
Thank you, Flame.
通信に滅ぼし、そして癒やす。
Damn, she
最適な
attacks
布陣
so
を計算し
fast.
終わった。準備完了。通信に接続した。ドクター、最適な布陣を計算し終わった。準備完了。
バンカが聞こえる。
通信に接続した。ドクター、指示を。
That's funny, it shows her attack range as her healer form, not as her other form. Not that it really matters, but...
記憶に私を追って影に踏み込んでこい。
Get fucked, idiot.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, you want them to, for the EXP, right? The Cultists have never thought... Oh, we finally have a double node. The Cultists has never thought that oncoming doom... Why did I struggle so much with that? Especially one pressing down on their neck could be something to be accepted calmly. I could never be so indifferent if I had to live through everyone and everything I love being destroyed. I don't understand how you... It's not indifference, but instead a belief in the absolute equality of the universe. It's a shame you arrived just a little bit late. This ship had just encountered a star-going supernova several thousand light years away and made a smooth withdrawal. If you see that sight with your own eyes, perhaps you'll understand my meaning. The instruments in the hall begin to spin rapidly until they are moving too fast for the cultist to see with the naked eye. Then she sees a multitude of lights and shadows appear and float through the air. I see a giant sphere emitting a deep, dark red light, and a small indigo dot speeding across its surface. But it seems like it's the big sphere rotating around the blue dot. The one you call the blue dot is the pulsar that just went supernova I mentioned. The red star, which is gradually being torn apart, is its partner, now doomed to die as well. They once harbored many interesting primitive life forms. I had many fond memories of wandering through the planets of that star system. It's a pity they were snuffed out before they could see the world beyond the sky. Why are you showing this to me? Simply sharing the knowledge we have with you, traveler. I like the salute. It's so creepy how they have like the spacesuit and then it's like the blob keeps like doing the emotions. One-sided paranoia and ignorance are often barriers to effective information transfer. I have no knowledge of your history either. The cultist has barely had the time to comprehend these words before suddenly her newly acquired knowledge begins to assault her mind. The land may see life be born twice. These stars fallen from the sky and harbor life of their own. Ruination's end is not despair. What the fuck is she saying? We're not special when it comes to the land? A celestial body that can sustain life loves all that... A celestial body that can sustain life loves all that that live upon it equally, no matter where they hail from. That is a law of nature. Don't be too greedy in lapping up that knowledge you can't fully understand yet. I saw you among all that information. You once had many of your people by your side, but suddenly... presence. That's what a lot of people call you, right? Oh, did we see that in Lone Trail? I don't think so. The presence. The fucking arms like this. I'm just a wandering presence. True. It even talks like Bear. Like I said, when true destruction bore down on me and my fellows, I was powerless. What exactly is this destruction you keep talking about? I've seen plenty of things here I can only describe as divine acts. What could possibly threaten people like you? I'm afraid that nobody on this ship can answer your question, traveler. In your eyes, you possess knowledge that many life forms in this universe would consider divine acts. But in this boundless cosmos, even we have limits to what we can explore and investigate. Are you disappointed? There's definitely no eternal kingdom, a paradise where everyone can experience endless joy and happiness. Would you like such a place to exist? The Countess hesitates for a moment before nodding. Nothing lives forever. Looking back through the history I know, I have come across legendary civilizations that have conquered countless star systems, spreading across the cosmos for millions of years. But as far as the universe cares, what they left behind was, in the end, utterly insignificant. We once blindly chased after non-existent principles and ideals, in the midst of that golden age beyond recollection. We believed our existences to have a sure purpose. But in the end, any life form born with intelligence insists on declaring itself the center of its world. But whether or not it is right in the universe's eyes, from start to finish, we are nothing. This is the first thing you must learn before you can understand it. Remember that brilliant supernova you just saw? From that tomb, life will be born anew, and there will come a day when those beings will understand what we have carved on our grave. True. That we once had lives of our own, that we existed. I don't understand anything that you're saying. How were we born on this land? Was there an even more glorious civilization here before us? Are we nothing to be wiped out in the foreseeable future? Are we going to be wiped out? What I really want to know is, all this pain and suffering that Originum brings with it, can it be eliminated? I beg you, show me the way to the answers I seek. I can't answer any of your questions. Your first three have been asked in a myriad of languages and a myriad of ways across the universe. Only you can answer them yourself. As for your final question, I'm terribly sorry, but I've never heard of this Originum, and I can't find anything related to it in our databases. However, I do know someone rather interesting who also happens to be the master of this ship. Perhaps she will be able to solve your riddle. The master of this ship? She's a linguist of wide renown. Her name is... Oh, it does tell us. Priestess. Dude, I thought I got so baited there. The master of this ship. I was like, it's not blue poison? You gotta be kidding me. Her name is Priestess. No time to be lost in your thoughts, Doctor. Grab onto me. Did you see that, Amia? I can't break my focus right now. Weaving together a way to the singularity is incredibly difficult. Even if Teresa were here to help. Did you see something, Doctor? Is this new? You see a familiar figure. Oh, fuck. Go, doctor, go solve your conundrums. Keep focusing, Amiya. Stick to the plan. Keep building that bridge. I will. I'm doing everything I can right now to stabilize the connection points, Doctor. Teresa has marked all the records Dr. Cal said searched through earlier. I'm trying to link them all together. I still need an anchor point, one that can guide me back. I will keep watch here and serve as your anchor. Press onwards, Amiya. We get like an image of what's happening? I don't understand. Oh, fuck. What is that? Pink silken threads begin to gather. The meandering threads interweave and spiral, gradually spreading out from the boundary into the distance. Beyond its walls, the path to the singularity slowly takes shape. It's working! Oh my god. It's the incineration of humanity. Original arts don't seem to work here, but applying the logic behind casting them to the information here does. Can you build a bridge using completely unknown information? What does that even mean? No, this place is full of information I can't analyze, not even with the help of Civilite Eterna. I wouldn't have been able to make this way forward alone. But thankfully, Dr. Cowsit's access left records, and with Teresa's help, I can grasp onto her research data. Dude, this was like a cool sci-fi thing. We're hitting like real deep fantasy now. Like, this is some like magic voodoo shit. That's more than enough for me. The pink threads continue to slowly spiral, linking together the many pieces of complex data that Calcid left her mark on. That's very true, Bear. String by interwoven string, the path forward gradually forms. I can tell how you're feeling, Calcit. By analyzing the emotional matrix I constructed of you without your permission, I see your tenseness is not only because of my sharing an appearance with Teresa. You have something even heavier on your mind. I will try to adjust. I don't want my personal emotional changes to interfere with the objectivity of those who come after me when they query these records. Yet they are still changing, Calcit. Are you afraid? It's not the most efficient way to build a bridge, but it should hold. I'm going to try to get closer to the singularity. I'll go with you. Yes, I'm afraid. I'm afraid Ami and the doctor won't be able to find the information I leave behind, and I'm afraid that if the situation worsens to the point that they are forced to take such extreme measures, the trail I cleared for them would no longer be of use. Oh my god, Lone Trail mentioned. Or that I might mistakenly lead these seekers of knowledge towards a threat I dare not speak of. No, Doctor, I won't let you, not before I check its condition myself. Amiya. Sorry, I know I'm being stubborn about it, but this is my decision. It looks like Rongo Miniad. The bridge formed from countless strands of entwined information stretches out into the distance to touch upon the singularity. Without the slightest hesitation, Amiya steps onto it, her first step outside the walls of the boundary. A surge. This feeling, it's like the information has formed some sort of great wave, but why? The closer you get to the singularity, the denser the information will become. It really is like Teresa said, the information here has mass. We'll most likely find greater resistance the deeper we go. Come back for now, Amiya. We need to come up with a better plan. I can't maintain the stability of a bridge this week. Going this deep has taken a greater toll than I expected. I need to keep going forward as long as I follow Dr. Calcit's beacons. The silver mountains the Tikaz had entered filled by her. The black shadow cast by the firmament, plunging into Icefield, vanished momentarily. He sees more scenes fly past her, as if she were fighting the current of the river of time. More and more incomprehensible, indescribable sights assail her mind. She does her best to block out the unending, chaotic stream of information. Concentrate, Amiya, concentrate. Just keep focusing on Dr. Calcid's beacons. Press onwards. I just need to touch the singularity. Don't touch the butt. Silence. Amiya cannot even hear her own breathing. What is this place? That giant sphere is disintegrating? Looking at the shattered sphere makes her feel dizzy, but is the bizarrely shaped ship floating in the air that causes an even greater bout of lightheadedness. What is going on? Why am I seeing? As she is trapped in her spell of dizziness, a rotating boulder slowly but inexorably hurtles towards her. Its black shadow quickly fills Amiya's vision. She subconsciously tries to defend herself, but it is immediately followed by the feeling of freefall. Did she fall? Was it a surge of information? Amiya? Doctor? I'm here. Amiya senses a hand supporting her, keeping her thoughts steady by bracing her. Try to block out the interfering information. I've got you. Oh shit. Sorry, hopefully I'm not too late. Whoa, it's like going... There's like images behind them. Doctor, thank goodness. That moment just now. You do your best to support her shaking body as the information wave surging from the singularity continues its assault. The information so dense it has nearly taken true shape, washes over your thoughts, leaving behind jumbled after images in the void. It is the past long gone, the present being recorded in mass, and what seems to be the future foreseeing your next steps. It's a shame that right now you do not have energy to spare to pay it any heed. The two of you have already made the long trek from the boundary to this point without even noticing, and now the singularity is right in front of you. Did you see that terrifying scene earlier, Doctor? I did. I don't know what it means, though. I'm certain it's not something that took place on Terra. But at least it means we're getting closer to the singularity. Can you still keep going, Amiya? Yes. Yes, I can. You are well aware of the situation you are in right now. Despite knowing it will have minimal effect, you still subconsciously stretch out your arm to try and shield Amiya. I'll be the vanguard. I've got a lead on what we're here for. I've run the calcs on Calcid's access records. You can read the key points from my mind. Found them. Using Slumber Bridge as a filter, Dr. Calcid conducted a total of 79,346 searches. Although all the searches are related to Originum, according to your speculation, this data is not strongly related to its actual essential nature. If the results are restricted and give us nothing, doesn't the trail run cold here? No. Calcid retrieved the same entry over and over again. This is, in itself, some information for us. A repeated retrieval? Wait, can the infinitely looping code made from the repeat query count as this count? Can the repeat query count be deciphered too? You already know the answer, Doctor. Yes, it's a familiar name. Perhaps it's a warning. I've never heard of this name. Neither you nor Dr. Calcid has ever said it before. Priestess. Doctor, are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm afraid so. She's in a Rhodes Island jacket. You have never seen this scene before, much less seen in an unknown language. You are here, Seth. Is that me? It took some time to refine your design for PRTS. I thought you had gone to take a rest. No, I've been thinking about your words this whole time. There is no language that can describe God, as the existence of God itself cannot be understood. You know that was just mindless chatter. Suppose I take it as an axiom. With it as my starting point, would creating a language that can describe God mean that we have the means to understand it? Does the prospect not excite you? Perhaps in the pursuit of the answer to this question, we have been going down the wrong path, trying to understand the nature of the universe with its own laws. You want to use a language wholly created by us to interpret the universe? A far too audacious idea, priestess. Haha, is it? Without any further hesitation, she traces out a perfect rhombus in the air. Let's begin, shall we? What are they discussing, Doctor? You have seen this woman before in the assimilated universe. She once accompanied you. But I have faith, Seth, that when you are truly confused by everything, you will remember the answers you seek were here all along. I will be here. I'm afraid they're discussing Originum. What the fuck is happening, bro? Oh my god, what? Holy shitballs. Yeah, this is insanity. I'm just trying to think if I want to use the bathroom. I think I'll wait. I'll use the bathroom after this node. Alright, 15-8. We're not fucking stopping there, I can tell you that much. Broken Echoes. Oh fuck, we get right back into it right away. The scene plays out before you, but no matter how hard you try, you cannot get any closer. Amiya, who the fuck you think she's talking to? My dad? Doctor, that person she's talking to, is that you? I can't say for sure. I don't believe I'll be able to create a language that will allow us to derive the ultimate answer. Not by myself, at least. I stand on the shoulders of giants, after all. From the base I put together with the greatest discoveries of our colleagues' respective fields, I will continue onwards. Even if nothing will come of it in the end. Of course, it wouldn't be the first time. Does it look like we have anything better to do while we quietly wait for the darkness to swallow us? Besides, I'm sure you won't say no to me, Seth. So, where are you starting your research from? Priestess does not answer, electing to instead look at the faint dawn light peeking over the horizon. The one next to her does not bother her any further. The two of them simply stand aboard the deck. You look at her and subconsciously tell yourself she's pondering something again. Why did you think that all of a sudden? What is it, Doctor? Nothing. Just zoned out. I don't think we'll be finding any important clues here. The information Dr. Calcet wants isn't here. This is most likely a fragment of history from before Originum was born. Based on what I experienced in the assimilated universe, at least. Doctor, you mean what we're seeing right now is because you... That's not all, I'm afraid. Then that huge ship floating in the sky and that giant shattered sphere are also... I'm not too sure what relation I have with them. We'll make it clear then. But since you're sure this isn't our main target, we should continue onwards. The singularity is right in front of us, but the bridge I built is reaching its limit. The information densities here is too high. Pressing onwards is like drowning in a deep river. How are we going to find the information we need in all this chaos? Allow me. Your thoughts come infinitely close to the singularity, all while the near-physical deluge of information presses down on the two of you. While you yourself seem able to adapt to the pressure, you sense a great strain on Amiya. You don't have much time. You pull out every keyword the priestess in the assimilated universe said and quickly connect together every clue left behind by Calcet. Calculate a new result as quickly as you can, then add a new condition. Continue this cycle until you have isolated the information you need. Your thoughts are like diving into an endless ocean of building blocks. What you need to do is not particularly complicated. Find the blocks that are different, their surfaces finely engraved with the words Calcet left for you. I never forgot. I think we did it, Amiya. Oh no. Where are we? The Rhodes Island of the past. But this place and our Rhodes Island are completely different. Dr. Calcet once said the ship was excavated in Rim Billington and had to be repaired before it could be used. Just what exactly has Rhodes Island gone through? I haven't the slightest idea. Looks like you're in good spirits today. I guess our efforts paid off. Can I get the Spider-Man meme where they're like pointing at each other? What the fuck does that mean? What? Were you scared waiting by yourself in the lab? Proud purring. Good timing then. I'm currently trying to put together a model that reduces the loss of meta information during transmission through special mediums. Can you try helping me do some calculations? Alright, that's enough. I terminated your process. You are to never harm your own core unit, even if an order comes from me or her. Protect yourself. AMA-10. Survival is an instinct the living are born with. Okay, raise your hand if you remember who this is. Proud purring. Stubborn purring. Haha, at least your emotional module is iterating quickly. You understand their language, Doctor? I don't. Ignore that person and the thing by their side. You're right. Since Dr. Calcit believed we would be able to find the key, she must have anticipated the language barrier. Look at that glass next to the... Look at the glass next to that person, Doctor. It's got writing written all over it. Formulas. It's a shame the development of Originum isn't going very smoothly. We're venturing into uncharted territory here. It's hard for others to keep up with us. While I have been engrossed in debate with her more often than not lately, our experimental progress has slowed. Vigorous consolation. No need to worry about us. If this model's operational efficiency meets expectations, we might be able to cross the first hurdle on Originum's development. Oh, right. Luz sent us a message. There's been a rare breakthrough in the Seirula Arbor, and she'll be able to come visit us again. I feel like I've seen this before. Heartfelt joy. Looks like you're very fond of her. Wait. What? It's IS-3? Why the fuck are we fucking around with IS-3 in the past? What? Amiya, we need to note down these formulas. I'm trying. What's happening? Is the bridge stability under attack? Teresa warned me about this. It's Civilite Eterna's baseline logic trying to eliminate loopholes, because we're trying to transcribe information from outside the boundary. Doctor, I don't understand what the characters in these formulas mean. I'm memorizing them as best I can, too. The information of the boundary begins to reorganize, the loopholes being repaired, and the scene you're witnessing begins to rapidly fade away. I've foreseen it, AMA-10. This model she and I developed together will succeed. I look forward to the day that language's creation is truly complete. DWDB-221E synchronization is still underway? Sai, I know that. It's not like I forgot myself, right? So we created the Black Crown. I mean, maybe we knew that already, but... The speaker starts to fade away as well. Whispering in unknown language. No matter where in this vast universe you came from, I bid you to witness the beacons we left behind. Remnants of a civilization now gone to eternal rest. Perhaps it will be our blessing and the final gift of hope. You begin to feel like that person is looking right at you. We will see it come to be AMA-10. I believe it's so. The formulas are beginning to vanish. Retreat while we still have the bridge. But I haven't. You still have me. Bro, stop with the flashbangs. A massive attack strikes your thoughts and you sense yourself failing. The last act of consciousness you remember is keeping Amiya as far as possible from the singularity and that familiar figure. Thank you for bringing Amiya back here. Now, leave. It is at this moment that the mental link between you and Amiya breaks. Your mind is so exhausted you do not remember anything that happened afterwards. The two of you leave Civilite Eterna. Holy fuck, bros. What just happened? That was crazy. Oh. The information erupting from the singularity does not cease, and among the flow, there's an insignificant scene that has never been accessed since the day of its recording. In the quiet of space, a ray of light illuminates a field of stars, bringing with it darkness and a despair beyond doubt. When sensors tens of thousands of light years away receive the image of this star field from the distant past, the planets that these stars shed their light upon are already filled with graveyards and ruins. It has come. Did the presence tell you to use these words to defend her? The presence tell you to use these words? Oh, I see. No, she never asked me to do such a thing when she left. And keep your wits around her. Don't let her confuse you. Because if you let down your guard thanks to her charm, she might put you in danger. That's how her people hunt. It's their instinct. As for the person you're looking for, Priestess, the master of the ship, she's doing some important research right now, I'm afraid. Her consciousness is shuttling back and forth between various research locations in the star field. It'll be very hard for you to have a moment with her if she's not willing. Kierda, are you so desperate to find her because you want to thank the person who rescued you? Not exactly. I understand that I'm in some fantastical place called the universe, and it's not the afterlife either. I even have a wild guess that my home of Terra might be somewhere out there in this universe. But the more I know, the more questions I have. I want to ask her, why am I not dead? Where exactly is my home, Terra? The cultist looks out through the porthole at the stars in frustration. Perhaps it is because her bishop and the rest of her fellow churchgoers are still praying for her back in her land, but she has no way to respond. She curls up against the wall, allowing the light of the stars to quickly sweep across her face. It turns out you can see time passing by with your own eyes. She's met many people aboard this ship, no matter if they were respected, hooded genius, whether they were respected, hooded genius tucked away in the lab, or the wanderer of the universe who had survived ruination. Their optimism and kindness have dispelled her initial fear, but she knows that she will never truly be one of the crew of this miraculous ship. I miss Terra already. Holy fucking shit. Stable Sarkaz Caster Crystal.
聞いてるけど、あまり待たせないで。絶望の匂いまでカムフラージュ。
Oh my god.
少しは真面目にやらないとね。
We also have a box over here. I don't know what good that's for. What? Oh, I just realized she died. Oh no, that's why that's over there. Fuck, 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 fuck. Bro, fucking stop it. Wait, my thing died? What the fuck?
Monster, 座標についた。
魂の川、彼岸への私。
思い切りお互いを感じましょう。
Intrusive call deploys enemies from here. Unauthorized reconstruction. Easy.
聞いてるけど、あまり待たせないで。後悔が隠せない。
That guy's so tanky, what the hell?
ここは私が見る。
まだ挨拶するには早いわよ。
私死に姿を映してやろう。
ずっとすまない。力を入れすぎた。モンスター、座標についた。
There are still enemies on the field. How did we win? I don't. That looks so dumb. What the fuck? Dang, I'm sorry to hear that, Auber. We still don't have a hard mission. Oh, fuck, the background changed. All right, chat. We'll do one or two more. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quickly and refill my water. Give me 2 minutes. BRB. Alrighty, chat. Let's tackle 1 to 2 more ish. We'll see how long these go for. Decompression syndrome. Okay. Wait, these are range tiles? So how the fuck are enemies getting up here? Oh, let's see. I didn't really bring a mud rock or anything, so. Dude, I can't use monster in like any of these stages. It sucks. Bro, let me use the new operator game. Maybe she's only really good for bosses. I don't know. Shortly after it enters, throws a bomb to temporarily disable the operator with the highest DP cost. Holy fuck. What? Dude. This chapter is just all about fucking with you. What is that? Are you fucking for reals, man? That's very funny that I did on Calcit. You know? I thought it would stack. Oh, I just realized there's 120 enemies. Well, it's a good thing we brought logos, huh? Wow, logos almost just sold that entire thing. I wish there was a damage done so you could see like or how many someone kills. Read S3. Oh my god, that's crazy. What is this? Administrator permission found. Preparing reboot. Process from hibernation. 3, 2, 1. PRTS reboot diagnosis complete. Warning, unauthorized third-party plugin found. Restore default settings. Administrator key cognition signal verified. Restoring. Vital sign detection module activated. Automatically loading repair module. Repairing. Progress. Doctor. Amia. And we're back. Doctor, I'm so relieved. You're finally awake. Awake? How long have I been out? The evacuation hasn't been smooth. Our neural link was abruptly severed, and it's hard to maintain stability due to the information impacted the boundaries. How are you feeling, Amiya? I just woke up myself. Don't worry about me. I'm doing much better thanks to Teresa's protection. Good thing you never let go of my hand, or I would be even more worried. Don't go off on your own, Doctor. We need to stay in the emergency observation area that Dr. Calcit set up. Calcit? Soon after we began, Dr. Calcit cleared out an area that she is personally protecting in order to ensure our safety and Rhodes Islands. She didn't want any accidents to happen when we entered Civilite Eterna. She knew. I started preparing cognition baseline tests as soon as I confirmed that you're awake. Initial tests show no obvious signs of damage for either of you. Diagnosing thought isn't quite as simple as diagnosing biological tissue, though. Further analysis will be required. Welcome back, Doctor. You look tired. A bit of distraction happened during your operation. I'll update you on the latest developments later. We found potentially useful information. The first priority is to make sure that you're safe. Establishing a neural link through the Black Crown is extremely risky. I take it you've long crossed the boundary. Yes. She go back to purring. Then my first duty must be to ensure your cognitive stability and biological health. I won't allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated, nor will I allow the continued existence of any potential threat to your life and safety. Follow me, Dr. Seth. Are you angry? You'll need to do the cognition baseline test too, Amiya. First, though, get some rest. Alright, Dr. Calcit. Can't Amiya come with me? That's not part of my plans, Doctor. I'll arrange for Amiya to be tested as soon as your tests are complete. Let's go. This is the testing equipment. A prototype that the medical department developed. Teresa and I designed it together, but the limitations of our understanding of cognition and perception have prevented it from being put into service as a way to measure cognitive stability. Under current circumstances, however, it's the most effective method available. Go inside the isolation pod, Doctor. Relax. I've tried it myself and it won't cause any significant physical distress. Anything else I need to know? Oh, she's like, the mask stays on during sex. No, just follow my instructions. I'll need to calibrate the machine first. Relax and do as I say, but do not hesitate. Tell me your name, Doctor. Seth? A good start. See the chronometer behind me? Count the time in silence and try to synchronize your counting with the ticking of its numbers. You silently count and feel the passage of time. It helps reinforce your perception of reality. It's been 20 seconds. Are you feeling any discomfort? Is the machine showing something abnormal? Let's continue the calibration. Are you able to continue to perceive Amiya in your consciousness? I don't know, am I? No. Good, we're getting used to the flow. Continuing with the calibration. Do you agree with Rhodes Island's ideals? Yes. Good, we're almost done with the calibration. Continue. You saw her at the cognitive boundary. Yes. As I expected. You're calmer than I thought you would be, though. Final question. Do you have doubts about the one who is like you? Yes. A reasonable emotion, but I cannot resolve your doubts in any way or capacity. You will find the answer sooner or later. Maybe you've already formed your subjective opinion. It's not my place to interfere with it, but I trust you will not act contrary to Rhodes Island's interests. We're done, Doctor. Cognition baseline testing indicates that your cognitive stability remains within safe values. The rest of it is secondary. Wait, I thought that was the calibration. It was necessary to ensure that the data collected is accurate. I trust that you're capable of perceiving my thinking and camouflaging yourself accordingly. It would not be hard for you to fool this prototype. Is this part of the test too? The remaining checks will be complete soon, Dr. Seth. I have time to answer a few questions. You understand, of course, that there are certain questions that I am not in a position to answer. What are the origins of Rhodes Island? If you're referring to this ship, it's even older than the history known to me. In a sense, it's the carrier of hope. It's the comprehensive protective systems capable of supporting our every operation on Terra. It is thanks to the initial design that it has survived the most brutal challenges with its core structure intact. We have yet to discover its full potential. However, I remain cautious about trying to unlock this potential in its entirety. You seem nervous, Calcit. The current uncertainty is not the only reason why you're nervous. I've never sensed such complex emotions from you. I'm not the one getting tested. You see your reflection in the window, almost as though you were still standing with Calcit. You look at your own reflected image, but cannot help recalling the figure at the boundary who treated the construct with such kindness. Your gaze turns towards Calcit. Why are you looking at me like this, Dr. Seth? Did you almost put your utter trust in me? I still do. You've proven yourself. Whatever you see at the boundary, Dr. Seth, belongs to a past that is dead and gone. It is enough that you and Rhodes Island are walking on the proper path. You and I, we both have the right to a subjective definition of this relationship that exists between us. You don't need to be concerned about how I view you. Not before, not now, not ever. I respect your understanding of our cooperation. I'm sorry, Calcit. I'm apologizing for my and Amia's reckless actions. I know what to do next. I just have one more question. Unknown language. Perhaps it will be our blessing. The final gift of hope. I don't understand what it means. It means blessing and gift. You guided us to that one. Whoever it was, there's nothing fake about your trust. Then we have a lot of work to do. A regular shaped iridium crystal emerges in the space. A short curved line appears on the corner of the crystal. Line expands into surface, then into a perfectly smooth sphere. It is an eye that observes this dimension. All it does is record all that it sees. The organ that makes decisions has not fully escaped the originum. Until now. Originum entity. Oh, fuck. Dr. Calcit has determined that there is no major issue with me, but she was concerned about whether I was subject to any shock during the neural link. She must have her concerns. We should get on with analyzing the formulas that you received. Like I said, the abnormalities of PRTS persist. It's very likely that we'll be getting even more anomalies in short order. It hasn't been restored. Closure has been trying to little avail. Deployment of the backup command system has begun, but it will take time to synchronize it across all equipment and individuals. As for the information you brought back from the boundary, I can help you decipher it. You understand its meaning? I'll have to see the formulas in their entirety to be sure. You and Ami attempt to reconstruct the words and formulas written upon the glass of the corridor by memory, written in a language that you do not understand. Based on the context, I believe I can fill in the blanks here. Largely accurate, but there are small errors here and there. Let me fix them. It is like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Thankfully, you were able to remember the last parts that I didn't have time to. That should do. Do you understand the meaning, Calcit? It is a heretofore. This means before now. unnamed model, the origins of which may be traced to a project by the name of Slumber Bridge. It was a radical project that attempted to employ a self-transcoding model in order to combine all possible realities and tangible organic life into a single meta-reality. It's always Facebook. The project was ultimately a failure. The experiments on digitizing matter were the predecessor to various subsequent research, including this model. It has proven to be incredibly efficient at reducing the loss of meta information during transmission through special mediums and increasing data transmission efficiency. Originum? Now you're getting to the heart of the matter, Dr. Seth. Originum is the medium used for information collection. It reformats the information and continues to propagate until its mission is accomplished. What? This model, likely the one used by Originum itself, could lead to a major breakthrough in Originum research and neuropathy treatment. I will decipher this information for classified archiving. Until its risks and uses are ascertained, however, it must not appear in any blueprint or storage medium that exists in reality. Can you get it done as soon as possible? Do you have something in mind, Doctor? Do you remember the Originum arc? The project that Logos and Mechanist proposed after the war in Victoria? The Originum arc. Boosting the adaptability and combatability of elite operators in high Originum environments with the use of external equipment, a radical idea and a difficult one to achieve. The current version, developed 2 years ago, represents the limit of what we are able to achieve. Now we've discovered a new possibility. It's an excellent opportunity. At the very least, it will allow elite operators to deal with the Originum threat with greater ease. I will need your help in the decipherment process, Doctor. Thanks for the barrier, a lifesaver. Are you sure that Originum circuit has been properly set? I've checked it 3 times. It shouldn't fail. No semantical deviation. The circuit conforms to the simulations. There should not have been any error. How about another possibility? It's not we who are wrong. There are no flaws in the blueprint produced by the Doctor and Calcit. The incantation simulation is effective. What I mean is that there's something wrong with the material used in the Originum arc itself. I seem to remember that Closure kept some good stuff in the warehouse. Bad idea. We made enough of a mess in the engineering department as it is. Well, we're doing it on the orders of the Doctor and Dr. Calcit. But how do we validate its effectiveness? Assuming that safety is assured, there is one ideal candidate for testing. Doesn't feel like there's been any real change in strength. How about you go harder, kitten? It's not entirely up to me. Radian? According to the statute of experiment, I can only increase the synchronization between the Originum arc and Rosemontis in steps. It's not just to protect you, Blaze, it's to protect Rosemontis as well. Of course, I know. I just wanted to test its limits as soon as possible, because Dr. Calcit said this was urgent. How about you, kitten? I can control it. No problem, I'll keep the risks in check. Radiant, be ready to overwrite the Originum circuit at any moment and disconnect Rosemontis' control. Nothing keeps one on edge like working with you. How long will it take to finish the preparations, Dr. Calcit? Assuming that the doctor and I complete the decipherment as quickly as possible and isolate a functional technical blueprint, 36 hours. It's cutting things too tight. There are numerous key points in this technology that are virtually impossible for us to achieve. The surest way to fail is to not try. With the Black Crown, I should be able to help. We must explore any avenue to gain an advantage for Rhodes Island. Perhaps it will make an impact in the not-so-distant future. We're back here. The cultist feels like she has slept for a long time. Her gaze is lost in the stars of deep space, but they offer no guidance as to where home is. She refuses to give up until she falls asleep from exhaustion. Then the light rouses her and she opens her eyes. There is no one around her. You are lost. It has been a long time since this place has seen a new visitor. Or are you the last survivor of the ruined planet? The voice of Ray Distorter, but why? In any case, welcome. Come, seek me. She remembers this scene. She could have died after disintegrating, but light rushed into her eyes again. She came to this place, the domain of the gods. It all happened again. How could this be? She looks out of the porthole in terror and sees the dead planet. Roaming through the ship, she encounters that being by the name of Ray Distorter once again, and the presence that gazes upon death, alone in deep space. Every trace that she was ever here has disappeared. No, no, no. Am I still dreaming? This is not a dream, but it's not reality either. You were looking for me, weren't you? Oh no, please don't do this to me. Don't, please no. No, if when I click this, don't do it. The cultist sees a hand reach towards her and takes hers. Like the hand that held hers when she disintegrated. She saw God. Oh, fuck this game, bro! There's no fucking way! Oh god, are you serious? There's no fucking shot it stops there! No, fuckers! Oh my god, you fuckers! You absolute fuckers! Oh wait, I got a new material. Cognitive nodal? Chiral refractor. Bro, we gotta do one more, right? We can't end there. Bro, I feel like we're just gonna keep doing like, we can't end there, right? I feel like we gotta do another, though. Yeah, one more. One more. Ugh. I just don't want to get too attached, but I think we gotta do one more. All right, 1510. Dissociated space. Dissociative. Did I do the... Hang on. I was kind of expecting a new enemy. Okay.
お安いご用よ。
あまり待たせないで。どうすれば恐怖が隠せない。
キャンディーは美味しいよ。流れに沿いて行きなさい。
我が弦を発する。
どうすればいいかくらいわかるわ。
春風が雨と化す時節ね。私とテレジアさんの思いがここに具現化します。
Yeah, I think I lose. Oh, oh. I was like, I can't deploy anyone.
この毒はうち願いをどうか形をなして。
影すら捉えさせない。記憶にの死に目が姿を映してやろう。
境を立てる印、終焉の我がね。
思い切りお互いを感じましょう。
Get fucked.
この毒はゆっくりとあなた方の命をむし
Bro, I can't deploy. He's... 'Yeah, get fucked.
星々と共に歌いましょう。
私の名は闇の奥底だ。私の名後ろだ。
誰を餌にするか決まった？
思い切りお互いを感じましょう。
Yeah, the hand getting frustrated is peak.
ポイズンキス。
This was a red node, so honestly surprised.
夕日へこの音色を捧げましょう。
Mission accomplished.
穀物の種が田畑に見る頃。
Okay, do we do one more? What the fuck? Is chapter 15 and they're putting in node only battle nodes? Really? What the fuck? What is this glorp shit? They're edging you? I mean, I guess we're gonna do one more. Yeah, sure. Hopefully this one isn't 1,000 years long, but okay. We're committed for one more, so... I just want to end stream now. Are you kidding me? Just some sand? Friston does not understand why his daughter chose this as their meeting place? This is no vacation spot, too much sand in one's shoes. I should take a break. He sits on a dune and removes his shoes only for the wind to send the sand he pours out into his face. What a fucking idiot. This is most undignified. Why am I in full dress? Why did she ask me to come here? There is no answer on the radio. He wanders aimlessly on the yellow sands calling his daughter's name. No one answers until night has fallen. A party? He follows the sound to find the camp on the dunes in the distance, filled with lights and ribbons. He hears his daughter's familiar laughter and runs towards her in joy. You made it to my wedding, Dad. Kristen almost cries at the sight of the golden hair. I've been looking for you so long, my sunshine. Is this your wedding? Of course, the ceremony's about to start. Let's go. We'll walk the red carpet arm in arm. Give me your blessing, Dad. Kristen tries to take her arm, but he cannot reach it. Will you not give me your blessing? No, that's not what I meant. Will you not give me your blessing? Sunshine? This is the best day of my life. Wait, why does Friston think that Kristen is his daughter? You did not want us to see the truth of the stars. You're not my sunshine. Have I left home? I remember this bunker. The preservation room. You will not answer any more of my questions? Kristen, you're Kristen. I've heard of you. No. I've seen you. No. How did I know you? I've never known you. Who the devil turned off the light? Damn it. Why have you imprisoned me here? Why is his name now just Friston? Closure, is this another one of your damn jokes? I hate this game. Friston realizes that he is buried in the photos that fill the room. A volume of A Complete Bestiary of Terra cover his camera module. Are they even photos? He's never visited the places in them, nor could he ever. There are only fragmented images on the countless photos. Sand dune, bonfire, camp, golden hair, and the preservation room where the sun does not shine. A dream. What does this say? It looks like it says BP 3.0. Friston dreamed. Friston 3 dreamed. He printed his own dream. It should not be possible for me to dream. Did Closure upload a new firmware without telling me? I don't have time to argue with you right now, Mr. Friston. I guarantee you in the strongest possible terms that I have not uploaded any firmware that could have caused you to dream. The PRTS anomalies are getting out of control. It will take time to deploy the backup command system. All the work has to be assigned manually. I wish I had 6 or 7 pairs of eyes. I wish I did too to look at you. We've completely lost contact with some areas, and we have no idea what's going on. Relax, Closure. I'm not trying to argue with you. I just want to make sure that all possibilities for my unusual malfunctions are accounted for. We've eliminated firmware bugs and hardware malfunctions as possibilities, then. What is it? Answer me, Closure. This is important. What is the energy source that powers my core? Huh? Originum, of course. Are the majority of your retrofitted operation platforms Originum powered? Your tone is starting to scare me, Mr. Friston. What are you trying to say?
Where is the milk, Seth? We have been starving here. Child number 34 is thirsty.
Holy
Maddie.
fuck. 34? What the fuck are you, Big Mom? God damn. How the fuck you pumping out 34 children? That's crazy. Yo, welcome back to the pod, Ari. For the 42 months, holy shit. base number. We get some hugs in chat for Ari. Appreciate it so much. Very kind of you. Always appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. You're a genius, Closure. Huh? Excellent thinking. Cutting off the link between the retrofitted operation platforms and PRTS. But that's not enough. Not by a long shot. Huh? What's going on? Why are things shaking? Thank you, thank you. Popcar was awakened by the continuous flashing. She looks out of the porthole but sees nothing unusual outside. Looks like a nice day, no sign of rain. Maybe somebody was training noisily outside? PRTS comms are still down. Looks like today's assignment is in the isolation zone outside the ship. I should report to Orchid. Morning. Hey, where did everybody go? It's so quiet. Where is Orchid? I can't reach her. I should check the cafeteria. The cafeteria's this way. Popcar's sleepy eyes are only half open, but she could find her way from the deck to the cafeteria even if it were completely shut. Based. If they were completely shut. This is how well she knows Rhodes Island. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Ouch, that hurts. She's tripped by a toolbox from the engineering department left in the corridor. I thought engineering was done with working in this area. So careless. She kneels down to rub her knee, which doesn't hurt so much anymore, then puts the scattered tools and boxes away to the sides of the corridor. That light again. What? Popcar stands up and looks to the porthole next to her. Guys. What's happening? And why the fuck is Popcar in some crazy ass scenario? She sees many strange people. Who are they? New visitors? The other side of the porthole is supposed to be the deck. Are these people lost? She walks briskly through the corridor, but begins to slow down as she becomes increasingly confused. You and me both. Why do I see them on every porthole? Orchid, this is Popcar. Seems like communications are still down. I don't know if I'm getting through to you. Are you seeing anything weird? There is no response from the communicator. Faint voice outside the porthole. When true destruction on me, powerless. Equal end. Are they talking? I can't hear. The mission comes first. Maybe Orchid is already waiting for me in the isolation zone outside. A left turn here. Go straight, then push the door open. Then the exit passage. Let me get to the ground first. Huh? I think I'm here. Upguard turns around to look at the exit passage that she came out of, only to find that it has disappeared. Upguard, we were looking for you. Everyone else is here. Is something wrong? Orchid, is the exit passage here? What exit passage? All operators receiving this message do not trust. Communications locked. Rhodes Island awake. Repeat. Warning. Closure. Bro, is this guy like fucking White Zetsu? What is going on? Pained Beat Beat. Oh no, he has Originum growing out of him, poor thing. What the fuck? I'm sorry, little fella, but I can't let you hurt anyone else. Spins angrily. Why did you attack us? I'm not sure what's going on, but something must be wrong with the ship. Oh my god, so all the stages we're playing is the ship attacking us. You went missing for a while, and this is what became of you when you came back? Wait, what? When you came back? Besides, the structure of the ship seems to be changing. I could hardly find my way. Such a strange feeling. It's like the ship is... like it's alive. Are we being attacked? Impossible. We had set up an isolation zone around Rhodes Island. We should have gotten a warning if any enemies had approached. Unless the enemy was from within. I'm not sure. We're in the command center, but we're not getting any information about what's going on anywhere on the ship. No response from Dr. Calcit or any of the elite operators to our messages either. Let's get everyone together, then we can think about how to deal with this. Okay, I'll protect you. The Originum entity approaches silently. What is... Oh, good. Now we're just playing a fucking horror game. Fan-fucking-tastic. My god, what the fuck is this node? What are these things? Decode bases alpha. Does not initially attack, transforms into different forms once it's taking 4 physical attacks, 4 art attacks, or if it is blocked. Okay, I guess. Dumbass. Oh shit, it turned into things. So it's like the... what are they... it's like the reunion guide. Wait! That's a reunion guide too! What the fuck? Holy fuck, look at her attacking everything she's blocking. That's crazy. Oh, thank God, I was so afraid. Well, I guess we're doing more. Is the backup power online yet? The junction box broke. Try cutting off that damaged circuit. Maybe short circuit protection is still kicking in. Watch your feet. I can see. We're in luck. The Iridium crystals all appeared in an instant. Still no word from anyone else. Comms are still jammed, even the emergency frequencies are out. I've seen worse news. For some reason, Rhodes Island is currently headed northwest at a maximum speed. Or at maximum speed. At this rate, it's only a matter of time before we collide with a mobile mining platform. We must eliminate all possible dangers along the course. Protect the ship from the outside and prevent collateral damage. Let's get out of here and check our vehicle inventory in the bad guy's cabin. Space around here has been transformed. Existing maps are no longer reliable. Stay close to me. Comes to a sudden stop. Is something wrong? They're coming again. Hardly had he finished when an arrow whooshed through the air. Missed? There is no answer. Storm Eye. Sharp turns around to see that the door to the restaurant has turned into a metal wall crawling with Originum. Wait. That's one of the knock guys, right? Approaches soundlessly. Is that it? Communications are still out. I wonder how the others are doing. Pith gazes at the communicator silently with a furrowed brow. So it must be projecting like enemies that we fought. The footsteps disappear into the distance. But the fallen Originum entities rise again, moving in perfect unison, striding over the damaged communicator on the ground. All operators receiving this message, do not trust communications blocked. Rhodes Island awake. Awake? Watch the sides. Very strange. These things won't die. Ascalon points her sleeve blade towards a wavering shadow not far away. Silhouettes manifest from the shadows like ghosts, every step accompanied by the sound of crystal cracking. The clothes they wear, Reunion, and Knock too. Nothing can surprise me now. Their bodies are composed entirely of Originum. We cannot rely on past experience. Guess we'll have to improvise. We can't just stay here, we have to find where these things came from. The intention of these enemies is unclear. There's a situation on the doctor's side. If Amiya's with the doctor, no need to worry. We continue with our mission, ascertaining the source of the abnormal events. If this is what Calcit was guarding against, then these things must follow the command of some unknown actor. Communications are still out, we can't reach anyone else. I wonder if the other elite operators, Ascalon. As they pass by the Originum crystals, Misery catches a glimpse of a fleeting image in the multifaceted reflections of the crystals. Did I just see Outcast? Clack, clack. A sharp claw separates itself from the surface of the Originum crystal, then curled horns, rugged silhouette, and spiked tail. This creature is not unfamiliar to Rhodes Island's battle records, but never has it been composed solely of Originum. As a never-before-seen form of life takes its first step, an arrow impales its throat and shatters its skull. Safe, for now. Stormeye leans against the wall and pauses to catch his breath before tending to his wounds. At least it won't hinder me in battle. Sharp, come in. Sharp, can you hear me? If you hear me, leave a sign somewhere, any way you can. I'll come and find you. Damn it. Stormeye, careful. Sharp, what's your location? Engaging. Whitesmith, stop. Wait for me. Assist. More rampaging machines rush into the corridor, the light in their eyes flashing in sync. Their simple voice units repeat a call for help, defying the limitations of their design. Not now. Stormeye's arrow pierces the cores of two of the machines with unerring accuracy. Then he makes a run for it, not pausing to look back. At least 30. A fork. Two virtually identical corridors extend as far as Stormeye's eye could see. The pathways within Rhodes Island are undergoing constant haphazard changes. No one knows to which fates the diverging corridors lead. The rampaging machines are catching up. This actually is just Skynet. Faster than expected, Rhodes Island is not ready. If there is such a thing as being ready for her. However, something is clearly not right with her as well. She would not resort to such inefficient means otherwise. This may be our last chance to gain the upper hand. Clear away, monster. Don't get stuck in a fight. Time is of the essence. The passage before Calcit changes again in an attempt to lead her astray. But the warping of space does not affect Calcit. She can still sense her target. The sarcophagus of Dr. Seth. The information is etched into the bottommost layer of her memory. Monster, eliminate all threats that approach the sarcophagus. Buy me time. Once again, she stands before the familiar sarcophagus. Once again, she awoke the hope that slumbered within, only to find pain that could not be easily wiped away. Now it is their last hope. I can't guarantee that this is going to work, monster. But I won't just sit around and watch a fighting chance slip away. Calcit walks towards the sarcophagus and places a white flower on top of it. This is her legacy. Little did she know at the time that it was fire stolen from the gods. We must all challenge those higher beings and fight for a chance to live. If something goes wrong, monster, act on your own discretion. She enters the sarcophagus. The interference is really bad. Not only am I not getting any signals, my original arts are also being suppressed by the environment. Think. Radiant. This signal profile, pure TS? Closure, but the terminal still shows disconnected. Track me. Radiant tracks the faint signal to an unexpected source. Dr. Calcit? How? But you're... No matter how you did it, you need to... No, you can't stop now. What the fuck is she saying? Thank you, Dr. Calcit. I know what to do now. This is Radiant speaking. With assistance, I've been able to establish a temporary electromagnetic communications environment. Intel provided by Dr. Calcit indicates that the abnormal events currently occurring on Rhodes Island originated from the core area known as the Abyss. You are now receiving a briefing about the Abyss. All elite operators are asked to locate the Abyss while making every effort to ensure your own safety. I repeat, locate the Abyss, but do not approach without permission. Maintain constant communication at all times. Do your duty, elite operators. Dr. Calcit will be your eyes. Calcit? Thanks. This is Pith calling to all combat effective operators. Report. We're still trying to stop these things, but they just keep coming, and they won't stop coming. We lack the means to completely neutralize these hostile original entities. Survival is your first priority. Any injured personnel are to immediately disengage and seek assistance from touch. Calcit, what have you done this time? Dr. Warfarin, look out! These things can't hurt me for now, but there are too many of them. It's not easy to protect everyone. Radiant's intel indicates that these things can't be killed. Kill? Are these things even alive? Have Dr. Touch and Dr. Calcid run into these monsters too? Protect yourself. We're not as weak as you think. Shit. What I wouldn't do for a chance to take you apart piece by piece to find out for sure whether you monsters can die. Get clear, Chloe. The original entities continue to rush towards Warfarin to successfully penetrate her defenses. The wording I would have used, but okay. They raise their hands towards Chloe, then stop. Their motion is not one of aggression, more like an invitation to the patient in front of them, one who is so close to death's door. Gazes silently. Get back, don't touch them. But I can hear him screaming. It's like those pained voices are etched into my mind. We're very alike. Chloe takes the hand of the original entity. Her eyes are filled with sorrow. Why don't you hurt me? Are we the same? Is it because of your infection? The symptoms we've never seen before. Originum is changing. That's why your condition progressed quicker than expected. Does this mean I can help you find a way to deal with them? I want to try. I want to help you. I don't want to disappoint you or let Dr. Touch or Dr. Calcid get hurt. Warfarin repels the original entity in front of Chloe and stands before her patient in a defensive posture. Do you understand what it is you're offering? I don't, but I'm not afraid. Not as fast as you say, Stormeye. I got sidetracked by the changes to the deck plan. Luckily, Dr. Calcid and Radiant were able to re-establish communications. Who knows what else I would have run into. You mentioned Whitesmith over the radio. One instant she was inviting me to drink and dance in front of her fire. The next instant she was gone, leaving only a bunch of original polluted machines crawling out of the furnace to attack me. A hallucination? I can tell what's real and what's not, Stormeye, but what's happening here is beyond anything I can comprehend. Not that I'm the only one who's seeing strange things. Originum formations are growing at a visible pace. They thought they knew Originum well enough, but now the facets of the crystals threaten to draw their very minds in. Stormeye narrows his eyes. He sees Sharp's mouth moving, but his ears hear nothing. All is quiet. Soon he cannot even hear his own heartbeat. The expression he sees on Sharp's face changes. The next instant, all sound disappears from Rhodes Island, leaving only dead silence in the communication channel that Radiant established. Don't fall behind, Stormeye. He sees familiar figures, men who were once brothers to him. He's been reunited with the brothers from his wandering days, but they died long ago. That beer we looted is going to get warm if you don't drink it quick. What are you so worried about? Yeah, the rocks have gone to my throat, but I can still drink. Haven't gotten my tongue yet. You really want to go with those people? Sue yourself. Won't shed any tears to you if you die on that Rhodes Island. But sit a while longer by the fire before you go. The moons are almost up. Don't you want to see them? He had yearned for a peaceful parting with his brothers, but right now all Stormeye feels is anger. At the same time, on the other side of Rhodes Island, where are you going? You've already found me, Ascalon. There's no need to go any further. Only a timely push by Misery saved Ascalon from the flying Originum shrapnel. We haven't settled our bet yet, Misery. Don't get distracted. Look, I still have 4 rounds left in my gun. Originum is growing rampant, and the appearances of the mysterious Originum enemies are even more frequent, accompanied by illusions that they cannot help but be distracted by. The very place itself is trying to drive them out. Ascalon wants to reach Radiant, tell her that the Abyss has been located, but the Originum drowns out all sound. The deathly silence is a mystery, a tomb made of lead, threatening to drag Rhodes Island to an abyss from which there is no escape. This is mantra. I've spoken to Dr. Calcit. I will not suffer this mockery of memory and emotion. Every operator on Rhodes Island hears Mantra's voice in their head. It is her originum arts, the power and fury of which all of them can sense. If it tries to stop us with silence, then I will be the voice that connects us. Now I return your voices to you. It's Mantra. She's sharing the information that the others have collected. Ascalon and Misery are close to the Abyss. They've sent over the Abyss's signal profile to Radiant. We'll be able to trace it even if the spatial environment changes again. They are currently holding position, helping Radiant establish an information anchor based on their own biosignals. They need reinforcements. Blaze and Rosemontis are on their way. It won't take long. I'm worried about Dr. Calcit too, Doctor. Radiant's information indicates that Dr. Calcit is in a dangerous predicament. Regroup at Ascalon and Misery's position. Then we'll work together to find a way through the Abyss. We won't make Calcit wait too long. Yeah, we're able to maintain communication thanks to Radiant and Mantra's arts. But this puts a lot of stress on both of them. Time is of the essence, Doctor. Let's go. You carefully lead Amiya through a forest of Originum shards. Your ability to precisely predict when and where explosions will occur is a major advantage. Focus on the path ahead. You fail to notice a little detail in the massive crystal formation that you just passed. It is not your figures that are reflected in the smooth surface of the Originum crystal. A cultist girl with her back to you, her thin, fragile hand held by another, just like you and Amiya right now. Oh my god, bro. Really? You're gonna leave us like that? You found me? You have many questions? I will wait for you. Don't worry about PRTS. It's simply carrying out the duty that we conferred on it. I never permitted it to harm you. The blackened depths are teeming with starfields gently streaming, light approaches amid starscapes tidal gleaming. Brothers. Wait, it changed. Now it's not that image anymore. Now it's this one when you click on it. So it updates based on what the background is. Whoa, what the fuck?
Ah, Doctor.
I wanted to point out that Inez's module is called Horn Care Set. The fuck? Wow, my brain is fried. P1? No. I feel like I just have more questions than we do answers. Like, I'm so confused. I just don't know what's happening. I should not have clicked on that title. Oh my god. Oh, we fucking edged. Oh no, I should not have clicked on that. Oh no. Anyway. Alright, chat. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Holy fuck, that was crazy. I don't know when we'll be back. It'll probably be Monday at the latest. I probably want to take Sunday and Saturday off. Well, I'm busy Saturday, but I probably won't stream Sunday. So we'll be back on Monday. I assume they're usually about 17 to 20-ish. You know, like 20 to 24. So I feel like we're probably about halfway done, so hopefully we can finish this early next week and then continue with other stuff, but yeah. Coolio. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm not gonna do a raid tonight. I'm just gonna head to bed. So we'll start getting ready for bed. So I will catch you all on Monday. I don't think there's anyone to raid, little bro. Yeah, we raided yesterday. It's fine. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again, Ari, for the big resub. I'll catch you all next week. We'll be back doing Arknights until we finish this. So yeah, look forward to finishing this out next week. Oh, and I think next week's my last week before my 2-week break. So streams next week, and then I'll be on a 2-week break. So yep. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll catch you all on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here, and thanks for chilling. I'll see you all next week, everyone. Have a good rest of the day, night, evening, wherever you're at, and I'll catch you all next week. Have a great weekend, everyone. Try to relax, try to get some stuff done if that's what you need to do, but try to have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, and as always, a peace on my peeps. Have a good night, everyone.